Among Us was at one point the most popular mobile game in the world, topping the charts of the biggest streams and YouTube videos. The internet was harassed by Among Us memes at every corner, forcing the game to become one of the most memed pieces of content in history. But today, it's rarely played and the popularity of the game has plummeted, almost completely absent from current day social media. Seriously, it seems like everyone just forgot the game existed. One day, we were all watching our favorite streamers scream their heads off, and then all of a sudden, we collectively decided to toss the legacy of the game into the garbage disposal. What happened to Among Us? How did it become so popular? Why did we forget it so quickly? Why is my wife sneaking out at night? Today, we will be attempting to answer these very questions. Among Us is a game about a group of astronauts on a spaceship with two alien imposters, and the crew has to figure out who the two liars are and commit genocide. Originally released in 2018, the game struggled to get its feet off the ground with relatively few downloads. You see, the key to getting large amounts of downloads on your video game in the modern day is to get already existing popular media to endorse it. Minecraft became so popular because of YouTubers starting their own Let's Plays, and it's the same deal with Fortnite, Apex Legends, hell, even chess is extremely popular thanks to Twitch streamers using it as a pitiful excuse to pump out content. Among Us's problem, along with most games that never made it big time, is that nobody notable was playing it with a large audience. But that would all change in one fateful year. The Chinese virus brought the world to a screeching halt, interrupting daily life and keeping everybody indoors in their own homes for almost an entire year. Some losers tried to exercise or be productive. But why do that when you can lay in your bed and watch premium YouTube videos like this one?
I hate this channel.
Us normal human beings look towards our phones and computers more than ever, eager for any form of entertainment and any excuse to avoid our family who we were stuck with. Months and months of being stuck with our parents and siblings, and our suspicious wives who are missing an alarming amount of time, especially at night. Seriously, Madeline, just please come back. Due to the boredom pandemic, the demand for movies, shows, and video games went through the roof. And for a struggling video game, this was the perfect time to shine. A streamer by the name of Soda Poppin is largely credited to the popularization of Among Us, as in July 2020, he began playing the game on Twitch when the game was barely known in the United States. He would play with his friends using voice chat rather than the shitty in-game chat box, which made the game a lot better. Viewers around the globe loved watching the gameplay and interesting mechanics of a round of Among Us, as the game promoted a way of social interaction in a time of social isolation. As people gradually saw how simple yet potentially hilarious this game was, it was only a matter of time until it happened. And what do I mean by it? I mean... Wait, shit. Among Us's status exploded. The biggest streamers and YouTubers poured in to milk as much content out of this child's game as possible, and the world loved it. Nothing beat watching the Sidemen and friends bully KSI for 20 minutes long, or hearing Vicstar say, "Shut the fuck up!" This game was perfect for content creators who often collaborated with others. Seeing big names such as PewDiePie and XQC collaborate, providing a new experience for their viewers and encouraging some sort of social interaction, which many of us were missing. Everything was going perfect. The world was happy and everyone was coming together. Democrats and Republicans, cats and mice. My wife was about to forget the divorce and come back home with the kids. But then, like always, the internet went too far. I don't think I've ever seen a video game be smothered to death with memes in the way that Among Us was. The crewmates, the sound bites, the fan art, the name, the whole reason we say sus is because of this game, and man did it kill this game. At first, the memes were okay. It's understandable to assume that the internet would make memes of the most popular game in the world, as with any media. But because everyone had literally all the time in the world with nothing to do, there was plenty of time to flood the world with Among Us memes. If you saw my Breaking Bad video that I spent about 12 hours editing and only got about 300 views, what the f, YouTube? You'd understand how overusing memes does not make media better. In fact, it just dilutes every meme's effectiveness. Seeing this for the first time might have made you laugh, but what if I were to play it throughout the video 7 more times? I think you get sick of it really fast. Oh, see, there it is again. Furthermore, the game itself promotes lying and discourages trust. Staying honest and building trust are two fundamental components of keeping friends, but playing this game tosses those critical components out the garbage chute. Some streamers couldn't keep their competitive side in control, and when faced with understandably stupid decisions by their peers, they exploded in rage. Some enraged streamers exposed how easily the game can become toxic, which scared some people away from the game, wanting to avoid any controversy. All of this is not even to mention how outrageously beaten beaten like a dead horse this game was, with virtually every single streamer or YouTuber playing the game all the time. Among Us has only so many different possibilities, and with the amount of people playing all the time, pretty much every possible outcome had happened. It's almost like they had nothing else to put on their screen, so they just rinse and repeat the same thing over and over again to entertain their audience. Among Us's potential was sucked out of it and quickly died. Some YouTubers and streamers still play, but it's never as entertaining as it used to be. It's kind of weird seeing an Among Us video nowadays. The game has become an excuse to upload for some channels, and the content is never as good as the thumbnail makes it look. And sometimes it's a blatant fucking lie. Like, really, Sidemen? How would you feel if you were excited to see what meme I put next on the screen, and instead I just used this stupid fucking... Nobody finds the game funny or entertaining anymore. The memes have fallen off, the Among Us based channels are struggling, and the Among Us jokes never do the trick anymore. Especially since we can all legally touch grass now, we don't need to look for external sources of human connection. Now that the virus is gone, Among Us's popularity is gone, reduced to atoms. The game is officially dead, and so are my chances at getting my kids back.